Guys, I am back. Damn, does it feel good to be back. Big day for me today. 2 for 2, long TLRY, short MDGL. Big win for me in TLRY, majority of my profits. I added a little bit of profit to my day on MDGL short, but bulk of my profits by far coming from this long TLRY. I was sick these last couple of days, guys. I haven't made a video in a while. I missed a couple of trading days. I don't know what it was. I think it was like strep throat or something. My throat was killing me. I had a fever, and I just couldn't trade for the last couple of days. So today was my first day kind of feeling close to 100% and back at it. And I got to tell you guys, the worst part about being sick, it wasn't feeling like crap. It was the fact that I couldn't trade. It's like I have such a level of anxiety when I'm not trading. I love this stuff. I really do. There's nothing better. So let's get to my two trades. We'll start with MDGL to the short side. Okay, this was it was a profitable trade. Nothing to write home about. I didn't get the follow through and continuation that I was looking for. I'm thinking maybe we might get it tomorrow. So this is still on my watch list for a possible short tomorrow. And I'll go over with you guys what I was looking for to happen today that didn't quite happen. We had this big gap down here today, MDGL. So what I did was I drew a line, okay, across this previous pivot low. And I said to myself, I expect a quick bounce, okay, and a quick shoot up to try to go green on the day and try to go back positive on the day. We talked about it pre-market in chat, and we talked about it on my watch list. Guys, today was TTG Tuesday. Before I get into this, I want to just kind of, for those that do not know or realize that we do this, every Tuesday I open up my chat room free for everybody. Okay? It's called TTG Tuesday. So if you guys want, go to the website, truetradinggroup.com. Right on the top right-hand corner on the website, right on the banner, we'll say TTG Tuesday. Click on that, register, and you'll get a link to access my chat room, my True Trading Group chat room on Tuesday. Okay, so that was today. Today was TTG Tuesday. So if you go there now and you're watching this video or after you watch this video to sign up for TTG Tuesday, you'll register for next week's TTG Tuesday. Okay, so you guys can come in, trade with myself and the rest of the TTG team live every day for free. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that. Make sure that you're aware of that. I'd love to see a lot of you. I got a lot of comments in the videos. I'd love to see you guys in chat. I'd love to talk with you guys kind of one-on-one. Shoot me a direct message, bounce ideas off each other, and trade throughout the day together. That'd be awesome. All right. So back to MDGL. I was talking about expecting a quick pop off the opening bell, and then if it can't go green, rolls over, I'm going to try to short this thing down to the 200-day moving average. That's this purple line on my screen. And what I notice here is that this low from this big gap up day, you guys recall we traded MDGL on this huge, massive day. The stock literally went up like $100 a share, not including the gap up. It actually traded up $100 a share, never mind this big gap up from 109 when we opened up down there around 169 and shot all the way up to 273. It was a ridiculous day for that stock. And we actually traded the stock long that day. That low, that low lines up perfectly with the 200-day moving average right here. That's my target on this short play. That's my target. So I'm going to look to short this MDGL down towards that level. We had this red day here. I'm looking for maybe a little bit more. I'm looking for maybe some follow through, some continuation down like that on MDGL tomorrow. All right, so that was my game plan using this level here, this previous pivot low, to see if that acts as resistance. Now let's leave that line there. Let's go to a 3-minute chart, pan this over. Let's zoom in so we can focus on the open. We have the gap down, and as soon as we open up, bang, the stock shoots all the way up. And what does it do? It tests that area. This is that line I drew on the daily chart just a second ago. Ran up, tested that area, and immediately pulled all the way back down to initial morning low. That's your sign. Okay, that is your sign the stock is weak. There's your initial morning low right there. We shot up, found resistance, and collapsed all the way back down to the low of the day. The stock didn't sit up here and consolidate. It didn't test that resistance level. It ran up, touched it, and collapsed and ran away from it. This stock wanted nothing to do with that resistance level. It went straight back down to the low of the day. That was your sign that this stock was weak, and that's when I said, guys, I'm going to look to start to short MDGL. I'm looking for my entry. Okay? Now, you see we break below, okay, the low of the day on this candle. You say we broke the low of the day. There was your initial morning low. We broke it right there on that candle. Once that happened, I said that I'm looking for that now to become resistance. I want to see that initial morning low become resistance and see if VWAP starts to work its way down. You can see then right in here, this started to become an area of resistance as the stock consolidated below that initial morning low. That is where I got short. Taking my trade announcements on the day at 9:46 a.m. Short MDGL 201.34, stop loss 206 area. All right, so 201.34, there it is. I got short, guys, right there. Okay, 201.34. All right, you see then we roll over, break below low of the day. The stock starts to fade, fade, fade. I'm looking for a trade line view of crossover to the downside, which we got right there. Unfortunately, it did not hold. It did not trigger further downside pressure, but I got that trade line view crossover, and I started to get really confident on the trade. We faded, faded, faded. I covered some of my position right there at 195. Back to my trade announcements at 9:58, so 12 minutes after my entry. Took some profit, covered MDGL short 195. Still holding some. So nice trade. Okay, $6.34 on my first take profit was a nice trade, but I was still holding on to the bulk of my position, looking for more. Because what I started to like here, guys, was we were just trading sideways. We couldn't bounce back above that previous low. And you can see here this orange line on my screen, VWAP started to work its way down, and VWAP lined up with that previous morning low. And I thought that was going to hold resistance and the stock was going to roll over and crack later in the day. Unfortunately, I did not get that action. We broke back above that level, and I stopped out of this position right in here at 202 and change. I'll take it back to my trade announcements. 12:05 p.m. right up top, all the way up top here, guys. Covered remaining MDGL short 202.35. So I lost $1 a share on 75% of my position, made $6.34 on 25% of my position. So it wasn't a huge gain. Okay, it wasn't a huge profit, nothing to write home about, but hey, profit's profit, and your job as a trader is to make money. So whenever you do that, you know, pat yourself on the back, consider it a job well done. Like I said, I'm still looking for some more continuation to the downside on MDGL. Tomorrow or in the coming days, maybe later this week, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I think it's going to try to fade down towards that 200-day moving average. Look for a short down towards that 172 area. Stock's trading at 207, a lot of room. Okay. Now let's get to TLRY. This is such a massive short squeeze, guys. We're trading at 163 here after market. This is so insane. So crazy. This is all about a double bottom gap up. Okay. And I want you guys I want to just real quick talk about something. If you follow my channel, you know, just a couple of videos ago, I posted a video about how I made 2 rookie mistakes, and one of those was trying to short TLRY and try to fight the trend, and I got hurt. Okay, I think I shorted at like $72. I covered at 76. I had big size, and I was trying to fight the trend, and I said, you know, I can't do that. I gotta, you know, don't short into front side strength, short into backside weakness, meaning don't short into the front side strength of a stock as it's climbing higher, because your risk is infinite. You don't know where the stock is going to put that top in. You're better off waiting for the crack, little bounce, and then you short into that backside weakness is how you call it, instead of front side strength. Okay. So I haven't even requested or tried to get a borrow on TLRY, because if I don't have shares to short it, then I can't short it. And that'll help me stay disciplined and help me stay with the trend and go long. And that's what I've been doing. And I did it today, and I caught a big trade. Okay, on TLRY, $8 a share on good size. I left a ton on the table, but I'm still very happy with the trade. Still a big day P&L wise. And my first day back after being sick, I couldn't be any happier with how the day went. So let's get to the chart on this TLRY, guys. And this is all about that double bottom gap up. Okay, let's zoom this in. We gap up to all-time highs. okay, on TLRY. We push surge higher off the open, then we pull all the way back in and we find support at the initial morning low. Okay, then you see we find support here once again, and the trade line comes into play. The trade line came into play and held the stock up. It lined up perfectly with the initial morning low and pushed the stock back above VWAP. Okay, this is when I started to look at TLRY long. We pushed back above VWAP, pulled back in, and look at this. Again, trade line found support. Then again, trade line VWAP now acting as support. Trade line VWAP now acting as support. I got long TLRY, guys, at 10:07, long TLRY at 136.25. Stop loss 134 area. Okay, at 10:07, long 136.25. Let's go back and delete all those arrows. I'll show you my exact entry point. Right there. In that candle is where I got long, guys. At 136.25, looking for a trade line VWAP crossover. We got it. The trade line crossed over VWAP to the upside, pushed the stock right through the high of the day. Okay, on that push, on that break through the high of the day, I took some profit off the table, sold 25% of my position. Okay, here, so 3 minutes after my entry point, took some profit, 139.70. $3.50 a share move, okay, in just 3 minutes. Okay, trade was looking real nice. I took some profit off the table there just to lock it in. Okay, then we pulled back in and we started to test VWAP, and VWAP started to hold support. Guys, one thing I want to touch upon with this TLRY is you have to understand the volatility of a stock when you enter the trade. If you're saying to yourself at this moment in time, VWAP is my stop loss, you can't go look at VWAP, say, oh, well, VWAP's at 135.96. I'm going to set my stop loss at 135.95. You can't do that with a stock like TLRY. TLRY is probably the most volatile stock in the entire market. You have to give a stock like this room, and you have to understand that when you enter a trade. Okay, when you're trying to set your stop loss, you have to take into consideration the volatility of a stock. If you do not like giving a stock a little bit more room because it's more volatile, then you have to lower your position size. You cannot keep your... It's important to keep tight stop losses, okay? But your stop loss has to coincide with the volatility of the stock and the support level that you're dealing with. A stock like TLRY can tail through a support level by 50 cents, pop right back above it, and we can say that support level held. But if your stop loss is right at that number, you're going to get stopped out. If your stop loss was at VWAP, you got stopped out. VWAP at this moment was 135.99. It went all the way down to 135 within like 40 seconds and immediately was back to 137. Guys, this is VWAP holding support. But you have to account for the volatility in the stock. If you don't want to give the stock that much room, then you just have to lower your position size. Okay, it's all relative. Just lower your position size if you don't want to handle that type of volatility. Okay, I stayed in that TLRY on that tail back below VWAP, and it paid me handsomely as the stock extended, pushed up here to new highs, and I sold the bulk of my position, guys, right up in, I think it was on this candle. It was at 144.20 was my final take profit. Let's go to the timestamp. Here it is at 10:52. Final take profit TLRY 144.20 at 10:52. Is that? Yep, that's that candle. Yep. So right there, guys, 144.20. My final take profit right there. $8 a share profit on my last sell, and I left a ton on the table. Look at this as I pan this out, guys. Look at how much higher this TLRY ran later in the day, and now after market all the way up here at 163. All right, so what already was a big day for me could have been a huge day. But like I said, your job as a trader is to make money. You're never going to pick the exact top, just like you're never going to pick the exact bottom. If you make money, pat yourself on the back. Job well done. You accomplished your goal. Okay? Damn, it feels good to be back. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow.